I'm not your next music entertainer. My name is Dan Culhane. I'm with the Ames Chamber of Commerce and Ames Economic Development Commission, and we're proud to be here today on behalf of the Boone County Economic Growth Corporation and the work we do here in Boone County to celebrate this momentous occasion. I would tell you that oftentimes projects like this happen and businesses and business owners like Chad are so busy they move on and they kind of forget about taking time to stop and celebrate what's occurring. And so it's great that today you're taking time to celebrate this significant investment here in Boone County. You know, as I think about the work that we do, it's never lost on us or our board of directors, and I've got a number of board members here this afternoon as well, Chad being one of them. It's never lost on us as an organization how important and how impactful it is when businesses invest in our communities. I just learned today that Kruck is over 80 years old and they're still investing in Boone County. And that's fantastic. Give them a hand. Woo! So I'm only kicking this off because who you really want to hear from is the guy who made the decision to make this investment, and that's Chad Hausman. So I want to say on behalf of the Boone and Story County business communities, we could not be more happy or more proud of the investment that's being made here. And we know that companies have choices. You can do this anywhere. Companies can do things anywhere they want to, but they chose to do it here. So for that, we're very grateful. So I'm going to turn it over to Chad Hausman, and he's going to help us cut a ribbon in a moment on this momentous occasion. So congratulations, Chad, and all your employees on this really cool facility. Take it away.
Thanks, Dan. Appreciate that and all your support. A lot of special thank yous to go out today, starting with the Boone County Economic Growth Corporation. This has been a long journey and a process that they've been a part of for a long time. The Boone County Supervisors, the City of Boone, tremendous partnership, public-private partnership there, and really appreciate their support. I want to thank a lot of people that helped bring this together as this project started a long time ago and then finally picked up some steam in March of 2020. And then we hit pause. And then we picked it back up in 21 and moved in November 22. Decided to celebrate when the weather was going to be a little bit nicer. We were hoping it doesn't rain too much today. But didn't want to do it in the cold, so appreciate you coming and thank you. Those partners and those relationships have been built over time. I want to thank ISG for their design. Without their support, we had architectural, mechanical, electrical, their portion. Bacon Ag, Joe and David Darby spent many hours putting up a pre-engineered metal building from Suka. Harold Pike Construction, Curtis Pike, and John Williams. I have a new appreciation for general contractors now, as we've been involved with many projects with them and just building that partnership over time and helping us through a lot of challenges we have with building any project and certainly ours, so I really appreciate them. Mike and Jordan Clark from Enterprise Electric, really appreciate their support. I also want to say thank you to the Kruck team. There was probably a few days that I wasn't very pleasant to be around during this process. But when you think about our reputation and you put a little pressure on your own building, there's a little added pressure there. And I may or may not have been, just a couple days, added a little pressure there, but certainly appreciate the work that they do day in and day out to support KPH and what they do. So help me thank them, please. We talked about this being a process. Steve and I talked about this a long time ago, and it was really two factors that drove this for us. One, KPH has doubled in size in the last 10 years, and so we needed a space to be able to facilitate that growth. And so we started talking, how do we make that work, and how do we do that? Where does that happen? And so that's been a long journey to get us to this point. And then the second one is the construction industry continues to evolve. You hear a lot about 3D modeling and prefabrication, and we needed to evolve as well. We had to get into a space that allowed us to compete and make sure that we could and do the work that we needed to be able to do to support our growth that we want to do. And so those were the two driving factors to pretty much say, hey, we're going to make this happen. And we had a great team, great partnerships, and it came together, and it's been a great facility for us. It's taken us a few months to kind of work the bugs out and kind of figure out exactly how we want to operate, and we're still working on that. You can see a lot of the prefabrication that we're doing with our sheet metal, our piping, and so we've been able to do some great things, and we'll be able to continue for a long, long time, hopefully for another 80 plus years. I'll leave with this, close with this, and we'll cut the ribbon. Greg Sizemore was the guest speaker at ABC apprenticeship graduation last year. And he said, the construction industry is the greatest industry in the world. And everybody kind of took a step back and kind of thought about it for a second, and his reasoning behind that was very simple. You can't have anything without a construction worker first. You can't have your home, you can't have your school, you can't have your office. You can't have the great Jack Trice Stadium on Saturday afternoons without a construction worker first. And we truly believe that. Thank you for coming.
Jack's sitting on big scissors.
I got big scissors for you.
Yeah, big scissors. You count me down?
I'm gonna count you down from 3. From no.
I don't know.
Oh
if
yeah.
you guys are-
Okay. Are you ready? All right. 1, 2.